Oh my god, come on. Oh my god. Fuck it. Let's just play this and see if it doesn't suck. Hey, it doesn't suck. Cool. What's up, guys? I am moving around with too many insane things going on. Still setting up some stuff. Let's see. All right, we are going live on all the things. Okay. All right. It's not easy working on stuff by yourself like this. Let it be said, and let it be known. When you're an indie creator, estás más loco que un chivo. You're crazier than a goat. So I'm putting links. Hopefully you guys will see it. So I am doing a Kickstarter. So for those who are in to those things, you can get my comics through there. If you want to check it out or anything, let me know. This is actually a, what's it called? Art commission, 11 by 17 that I'm doing for somebody. They are a, oh, thank you, Rose. That'll be in the mail for you soon. Thank you very much. So yeah, we had to. What was I doing? Oh yeah, so I'm doing a Kickstarter, doing some prints and everything else, putting some stuff out. Thank you. So this is one I'm doing for somebody right now. It's Dawn. Does anybody remember that comic? I remember it. It was a big deal back in the day, and it was Barry Lindsay Smith. So here's some of the reference I had to look through. Actually, that's not it. But some of the stuff I was looking through. I never understood the full story of Dawn. I remember reading it, and then there was the Return of the Goddess when he came back to it and everything. So I never saw too much of it. But yeah, so that's one of the things that I'm going to be working on. I also have other stuff that I might work on. This one's, I want to finish this because it's already October. So for the second Kickstarter, I'm pretty much done mailing out stuff. It's just the last commissions. Commissions, I think I have till January really to send out stuff. Yo, Babo, what's going on, man? Long time no see. I know I've been supposed to be on, and you should be on, and why aren't you on, and all this other stuff. You know what? Because I have to, did want to show off this piece. I'm very proud of this piece. I'm trying to get the essence of it. Ah, no, dude, not at all. I have been so busy, dude. I have finished a painting for a gallery show I have coming up just some stuff today for it. Um, had to finish some other work. You know what? I'm going to work on my Inktober stuff because I have a busy weekend. I have a big art festival this weekend that I'm doing, so I'm working on that. So I've been working on Inktober also. That's been every day. I'm in intercession right now, so I'm actually on break. It's like a little fall break that we have these last week and this week. I taught until Wednesday last week, and then I've been off since then. I go back, not even Monday, I go back Tuesday. But it's been hectic, man. So, just trying to keep up with everything. I've been doing a bunch of different work. I put some stuff away already. Why? Why did I put stuff away? Like, this is the drawing I'm planning to do for this Saturday for Chalk the Block, which is a big festival here in El Paso. So that's the El Paso star that's on the mountain. And a Chuco character I created, a luchador. It's like for the spirit of El Paso. This is just a big acrylic kind of thing. If you look at it closely, it's gridded. So I'm going to see about gridding it when I get out there so I can get this drawing down. I've had to prepare for stuff for it. So I've had to make various things for that, which also was this thing that holds chalk. So I just epoxied it to an old broomstick. And that's going to be so I can stand and draw and look. And then my own blender at the bottom. I'm going to actually test. It's too dark right now outside, but darker. And then, so there's all on stick. So I got that set up and test some of those things out. Turned in my paintings for tomorrow. Thursday, I have to actually go for a job interview for a teaching gig. So, yeah, man, been busy. Crazy fucking times, dude. But I'm gonna try to go back to the Tuesday, Thursday setup. I'm trying to organize something to work with some of the guys at Phantasmagoria anthology that they're doing over there. I wasn't the first one, so we're gonna see about doing the second. So I'll probably be on maybe Fridays with them, but that'll be on Instagram. But I gotta still see how everything works out. So work, man. Work all the time. Working on other paintings and other stuff. This is something I'm starting on. This is all found object stuff that I'm doing. Inspired by Rauschenberg and some other ones. And yeah, man, how about you guys? How about you, Babo? How's everything on your end? How's everybody today? Yeah, Thursday, cross your fingers. Hopefully, I'll get that job. It's a local high school. It'll be really cool. They seem to have a really good art program. I think I'm a good fit, but let's see what happens, I'm considered a first year teacher. I'm always down for the truth, man. And I'm down for that stoner one. Oh, dude, I'm sorry to hear that. AFib. So you have like a thing with the heart, like it's irregular? Shock treatment? Christ. Dude, man. I mean, I feel for you, dude. Jeez, I probably have that. I've had some issues lately that kind of pump me, kind of is a shock. Wow. Let me hold on, know how that goes. That's wild, man. I don't know what to tell you about that. That's crazy. I mean, a problem's not a problem if you have a solution. The problem is you don't like the solution. And luckily, hopefully this isn't going to be something that. Yeah, man, you got to be careful with all that stuff. monitor, be on top of it, be very vigilant about your health. I'm I'm a pain in the ass to my doctor. I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Like, I'm not. Oh, here's a prescription. I'm like, my biggest thing is not to be on prescriptions at all. I take chlorella, right here next to my chlorella spirulina. I take my apple cider vinegar in the morning. I do all that kind of stuff to keep me. Yeah, of course not. Watch what you're eating. A lot of times it's not the cholesterol; it's the type of fats that you get in. A lot of times the white fat is the bad fat, like the white greasy. I was just talking to somebody about that. Like yellow fat is a lot easier for you. A lot of times, like the eggs we're eating, since they're corn fed, that's one of the problems too. That's awesome. That's what you want to hear. Yeah, dude. And then look up Japanese walking. I know it's weird though. The Japanese walking technique. Me and my wife have done it. It's helped a lot. I feel like I'm in a very not better place. My levels are good. Everything. Just be very, very vigilant about that shit, dude. I'm fucking super like I don't fuck around with that, man. I always tell people, the last thing I want is a prescription. The last thing I want is anything like that. That's my biggest thing, dude. I just seen too many people start on the prescription road, and it's just a constant, man. It's a constant, and it's just you're getting fucked up forever, And I just don't want that shit. I don't want that. Again, yeah, you have luckily you have a solution. Things are good. You're not, I'll pray for you, dude. You're in a good place. I think you'll be fine. As long as you're on top of it. Amen. You know. Anyway, on a lighter note, I've been doing Inktober. I do drawings. So I did this one is mustache. This was a crown. I think the other one I did it in my little sketchbook because I was on the road that day, and I was like, I'm not gonna get a chance to get back. So where did I do that? So I did this one. That was for weave. Doing a couple of different things. Yeah, see, I skipped this one because which one was this one? Oh, that was crown. I did this one. This is murky. This is like doing stuff with the water and canal stuff going there. This is some stuff I did. Deer. Just made a big deer guy. It reminded me of Battle Beasts. I don't know if you remember those action figures. Like that kind of stuff. So I just made like a big deer guy with a cigar. I know I've seen that a million times somewhere. I just ink wash. And then Pierce, I ended up taking a page from the comic, and I did the starfish. I gave him a little butt. I've never really seen starfish. Like living in Miami, you don't really see starfish. At least not because I never went diving. I gotta actually ask. My wife will probably know. She's cool. She does diving and stuff. And then I'm going to work on Reckless, which is, again, all of this is starring Meat Hook, the character, and this is heavy. So these are the prompts I have to do. I have to do all the prompts soon, probably between today and tomorrow for the weekend. I know I'm not going to be able to touch this until Monday after Friday. So Thursday, I have my job interview. My wife's at a singing competition in Juarez on Friday. Saturday, I have that chalk thing, the chalk festival, sidewalk chalk festival, chalk the block. Sunday is the second part of it, and a family get together. And then Monday, I guess I'm gonna die and just bury myself in the backyard. So that's the stuff that I'm working on. And then the little sketchbook I always have with me. These are painting details. These are all the prompts from this week, this month for Inktober. Still working on HUD, on the design of it. This is using acrylic markers. Thinking I might do it a lot like that. I'm not a big fan of what happened here. I was like, it came out okay, but it's not cool and awesome. And then the character of Detective Nunez, I was just working on her design because I kind of don't like it right now, even though she's already started 2 Meat Hook stories. Notes. Powers that be. These 2 guys that collect old superhero junk, like eBayers, extreme eBayers. And then just working on certain design types. This is Body Bag. There's a character I made that he's literally like a bio bag actually. And I just reminded me when I worked at a tattoo shop, we always had a bio bag. Is it a chocolate starfish? No. Why? Why would you say those things? Yeah. And yeah, again, Sin City Detectives is another thing I'm working on. It was something I want to work on. It's a local comic. This will be in the future for FWACATA. And then more Frankenstein, another Frankenstein I did. Just making his head more blockier. This was just from a photo. I thought that was cool. The lighting effects, different stuff, always. And then like my notes. This has been, see, this is my schedule. So when people say like, "What have you been up to?" I can literally point to this. This is like all stuff I have to do today and tomorrow. So I'm just like knocking everything out. This is all notes, stuff I'm knocking out. So busy, man, busy. That's the good thing is it's all good stuff. That's cool things going on. You gotta keep yourself busy, guys. You gotta keep your 1 foot forward with some stuff. Now I won't lie. The other day I played Red Dead Redemption for like 4 hours. Been playing Red Dead Redemption online and been fucking loving it. Such a stupid thing to get into, you know. It's a beautiful game. Red Dead Redemption is probably one of the best video games I've ever played. Ever. I was emotional, but yeah, it's a good waste of time. So I'm gonna work on this. I think I'm not gonna subvert this too much. I'm gonna get to doing what I've been doing before if I can. Right here, yeah. I have this thing where I try to go between cartoony and realistic. Like sometimes I let eyes bulge out of their skull. And yeah, it's not like accurate. But if you ever see somebody surprised or wide eyed, it almost seems like it happens. And that's like the kind of cartooning I like. Like you're almost exaggerated. But sometimes life is exaggerated. So it's like, why would you mess with it more? I love like practical shit when it looks fucking cool and everything, but the wow, that shit's boring to me. That seem like guys like Sam Keith and Pop Pope to a certain degree. Those are like my favorite comic artists. And Meat Hook's been a character I've had since high school. And you have to imagine I graduated in 1986, so almost 30 years. Holy shit, almost 30 years. I feel old. But yeah, if you guys check out my Kickstarter, you can get a lot of stuff through there too. I haven't checked the other. If you guys are watching from YouTube, Twitch, or Facebook, sorry, I'm not ignoring you. Just kind of hard to draw and monitor everything. My opinion on dinosaurs, they are awesome. There's nothing more to say to that. I kind of hate how incomplete a lot of knowledge of dinosaurs is out there. Like, one of the things that got me was, I gotta look it up again. Supposedly, right, there's not a Triceratops. They messed up and they like made the one horned Triceratops one dinosaur, Then the Triceratops is another one. Then the Dimetrodon. I don't think it was a Dimetrodon. It was the frilled, multi-horned Triceratops. Another species, right? Well, now they came back and said, nope, they're all the same. They're all the same animal. It was just different ages. Like as they get older, they get more horns on their head. And I was like, dude, you would like fucking up my favorite dinosaur. So I think there's like not a Triceratops anymore. I gotta look it up. But it perturbed me big time. This is like Pluto-esque uh, disturbances. You know, it's like when they say like Pluto's not a planet. It's like, dude, you're killing me. And that's my opinion on dinosaurs. Now, one thing too I've noticed is that they talk a lot of is that a lot of times with they talk about like how animals were so much bigger. I was watching a whole thing on dragonflies. Like you know that they're the most successful hunter in the animal kingdom. I did not know that about the dragonfly. Supposedly they have like a success rate of like over, like near 100% when it comes to their hunting of other bugs and stuff like that, small bugs they eat. And they were talking about like back in the Paleozoic times. I know it was like early mammalian times, but the book they were like a meter long, like they were almost as tall as a fucking person. I was like, holy shit! Imagine a fucking dragonfly almost your fucking size coming at you. I'd shit my pants. I know. It's just a dragonfly. No, I don't know. Something that fucking big coming at. So anyway, they were supposedly like they have these amazing eyes. The their compound eyes can see movement perfectly, so they can adjust the wings adjust the same way. It's like they can hover and they can move and they do all that stuff. So it's super fucking cool. So then the reason they say if it was such a great predator and it's still around, how come they've shrunk so much? Well, the Earth had a lot more oxygen and a lot more pressure back in the day, and so because of that, they they decreased in size. And that might be the thing about everything. Like, if we brought a dinosaur back right now, it might not be able to breathe. It might fucking fall unconscious. It won't be able to lift its head because we had a lot more oxygen and a lot more shit back then than we do now. The air supported larger animals easier. Isn't that fucking wild? Which also begs the question, where are we headed with this, you know? The level of oxygen in the planet's decreased so much that animals are getting smaller because of that as far as evolution. That's I think, the hypothesis anyway. But isn't that fucking crazy wild? It's something to consider. So if you guys are interested in getting some artwork or anything like that, please feel free to ask any questions. If you have any ideas that you want to do, if you got like, and I do all this stuff. If it's something weird, I'm all for weird. I have no problem. As you can see from the Dawn piece, I am not squirmish about anything. Um, Remember, kids, when you're inking, you gotta turn stuff. Remember, I also have a membership thing, so as you buy stuff, you get more off. If there's any questions on that, let me know. Pretty straightforward, I think. Kickstarter, pretty much, Kickstarter, whatnot, pretty much explains it to you. So this is for issue 3 of FWACATA, which is my little Marvel Comics Presents sort of comic. It's like Juan Navarro Presents. So you guys are looking for anything like that, let me know. Oh crap, I forgot to tell my wife that I was going live. She might burst into this room singing and telling me. I'm telling you, I have so much shit going on. I don't know if it's always good. I really don't. So yeah, so this is for Inktober for tomorrow. You guys can see it's Meat Hook fighting. I don't know what yet. I know it's a lot of tentacles. And I think with Meat Hook too, like I don't like making the characters that are like too, how can I say this? Like they're never afraid. Like Wolverine's cool and all, but you're never afraid. Like everything's like, I'm awesome and I know what to do. Blah blah blah, yada yada. You know, that's a oh cool. Thank you, Bobo. We're gonna do that stoner piece. Oh, okay. What do you want to do?
You must think you're gonna live forever. I listen to the lies that fall from your face. You must think that you are mighty clever. Can't you find a better way to deal with this place? Instead of watching your life die, watching your life die, watching your life die. Wow, watching your life die, watching your life die. Sitting in bed all day, staring at the ceiling. Friends come around because they wonder how you're feeling. You say I'm all away because you can't identify. They don't know you, man. They're not even high. The monkey come up to you, eyes wide open, hands outstretched, grinning from ear to ear. Look deep into the monkey's eyes. Time passes, and the monkey's
Like
eyes
some form of what?
and soon
Cottage or something. 15th. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, let me know just exactly what you want to do and what pictures, dude. We'll knock it out. I have some vacation time left.
You feel that monkey's bite. 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 Oh, bad monkey. Bad monkey. Monkey see. Monkey do. Monkey will destroy you. Bad monkey! Bad monkey! No! 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 No!
Oh, was it second? Oh, that's cool though. Congrats, man. That's awesome. See, good and the bad. Everything is it's a circle, man. It's a circle. Hmm. Everybody has something though. It's just funny because like, what was it the other day? I was watching one of those Jordan whatever. I forgot his name. Jordan B. Jordan. He's the black guy who does like food reviews and everything. But he also has those robot transformers, and he has like all of them up practically now. I think he just needs one movie. So he had the Megatron, Grimlock, Optimus Prime, and I was just showing my wife, and she follows him too. And she's like, "Yep, I thought of you when I saw that," and I was just like, "Oh my god, dude." You know, everybody has something. Maybe it's the Transformers, or I just get emotional. I was watching, what was it? Just a clip or something like that, but it was the GI Joe movie from 1987. It's just the beginning of when they do that whole awesome opening for that movie, and dude, I was just like, I was all like, GI Joe, you know. Everybody has some shit, man. The thing is to find somebody that loves you for that crazy bullshit. I was watching Daily Show, and they did that whole clip, and they were talking about Jar Jar Binks because they were talking about it's a trap, and then they're like, well, because Jar Jar Binks, no, Admiral Akbar, sorry, Admiral Akbar, and the history of Admiral Akbar and the Krellian whatever, and blah blah blah. And it's like, and it's like, if you understood any of that, you're not gonna get laid. I'm like, yep, that is very fucking true. You're not gonna get laid if you follow all that bullshit. Everybody on Twitch that's coming through, what's up? Hmm. I love paint markers, but I've beaten the living shit out of these. This recent piece I did. What in the hot shit is this? Sounds like Tori Amos. Oh, it's John Carpenter. One of the best songs fucking ever. I love these stupid paint markers. They're great. They don't cover perfectly, but they do enough. They're not white out, and they're not completely drawable on top, but that's enough to get shit done. Yeah, I feel like grabbing the green one and just doing some shit to it. I know it's not ink, quote, end quote, for Inktober, but fuck you. Who gives a shit? This is for shits and giggles. And it dries pretty fast. Oh, shoot. I will need something to be a berry. Hey, junk mail. Good old junk mail. And you positively, absolutely have to make marks with markers, and you don't want it to go through. Wait, this is too blue, right? Yeah, this is. That was like a gray. I have to re-up on my markers soon because certain shades I just don't have anymore. Let's see if we can go dibber. Dibber, dibber. Hold on, it's too dark. There's one thing I would probably give a shit to a Hulu markers. They tend to be a lot darker than their cap. Say like that's darker than that. So that's the only thing I would say about those markers. They're really good, but fucking shit, does that suck when they Does it seem like they're on the ocean? Okay, so... Right. Put a little more white. You always need, if you need more, you can always put a little bit more in there. Just the sharp stuff. You guys might not see it, but I have a lot of blue line under here. And those are always like details that I want to get later on. All right. I've been doing a lot of this directional inking at times. When it is like if I want a certain focal point or something like that, I start messing with the line work as far as where it's going. Because subconsciously, it's going to start telling you you have to look somewhere. What I want it to do is make you look at the mall here. That's just something I do. I don't know. I don't know if it works too good. Remember, kids, if you're gonna ink, you gotta turn the paper. Insta's fine, dude. Sorry, I was so into my drawing. Insta's good, as always. Insta's the best way. Because remember, here, if you send it here, it's all freaking shrunk. Because their thing doesn't take a lot of the images the right way. That goes for any of you guys. If you have any questions or anything like that, hit me up. Got like about 5 minutes left on the stream. And if I should start on the next one, I should. Well, this one I think is done. So this is for, I think, tomorrow, Reckless. Day 8. Yeah, this is for tomorrow. So that's tomorrow's Inktober done. Reckless. I might shade. There. I shade the chest a little. That iron cross design, have it look pretty good. Yeah, bring it up. Should I water brush? I should water brush. I have water brush, but I have actual water and brushes here, so I should do it that way. And this is why I use these Fabriano, man, because you're not gonna get this much resistance from such a thin paper using it on a sketchbook. I wish the Kansans would catch on and do something. I would like to go back to a black book, but man, I feel like the paper's gone to shit on those. Just to use a few of those kind of collage of us through the years with something to say the 15 years. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, dude, that makes sense. Sweet, dude. Yeah, I'll get to work on it. Probably bust it out over the weekend. Well, maybe over the weekend. Yeah, maybe tomorrow. I don't know. I'm gonna see because I got a lot of drawing to do. After this, I'm gonna eat something and then I'm gonna do my homework because I'm still trying to get my master's degree, and that didn't stop. So I have to do all that too. I have class to do. Busy, busy shit, man. But if you want to reach for the sky, you gotta fucking bust your ass. All right, I think I'm gonna call it here. So there's some Inktober fun. Inktober day what? 8. Reckless. It's supposed to be Detective Nunez back there. Is that your plan? I'm like, plan? And yep. 10/02/2010. Yeah, dude. Send me that date just in case on the Instagram, just so I remember. And best of luck to you too, bro. Thoughts and prayers, man. You know, Just to go in there with a positive attitude. Hopefully, whatever it is, you'll be cool. Get your ticker in shape. But bug them, man, bug them, and get a copy of your shit. Get your copy of your file. Look, make your own research, dude. Don't fucking just rely on the doctor, dude. I'm like that. I'm very hardcore about that shit. I'm like, fuck that, because sometimes the doctors will tell you what they know, and what they know is sometimes what fucking the pharmaceutical company tells them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying to distrust your doctor, but sometimes it's like, come on, man. Like, give real solutions other than you know it's this. Like, I'm a pleasantly plump person, and so is my wife. My wife's super healthy. She's a fucking yoga teacher, and she's a big girl. And they every time there's anything wrong with her, they'll be like, "It's your weight," and it's like, dude, everything else is fine. She's super mobile. She's super strong. So I don't get it. So let's see what happens. But yeah, man, good luck to you too, brother. And let's see what happens. I'll be back on Thursday. I'm going to be doing Tuesday and Thursdays a NYCC thing. I'll probably have a sketch cover I'm going to be doing and some other stuff, so you guys can check it out then. And all right. So, all right, guys. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for the orders. Thank you to everybody that ordered from me. Babo, Ross, thank you so much. You guys are the shit. And I'm out of here. Oh, and check out the Kickstarter when